Oh, I ain't know I even hit the live. What's going on? I know I hit the live. Let me stop playing. What's going on? Roger really cool. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. That's a song from my CD called I Want to Do It For You. And I want to do it with you. Whatever you want to do, baby, I want to do it with you. I'd like to thank the Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. And I hope that the Heavenly within, the Heavenly around you, the Heavenly all over, you feeling the same way I feel, all right? Just thankful. Very thankful, all right? So, again, my name is Roger. If you're new to my channel, Roger Real Deep Cool. And I hope to see you again. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. I talk about fragrances, and I talk about studio gear, and anything else you might just want to throw out to me. Maybe I can answer it. If I can't, I'll take you to where you can get it, okay? Get you the answer, or maybe even get you close to the answer, okay? So today, we're going to talk about a fragrance real quick, then I'll be doing my next video, of course, talking about studio gear. The fragrance we're talking about today is this fragrance called Un Chypree Rose by Andy Tower. And I'm going to tell you, this right here, this is number 8. As you can see, it's number 8 for him, I guess. It's number 8. It's his 8th creation. Here on the bottom, you got the authenticity, which you had to worry about Andy stuff being hijacked because you can't hijack his stuff. Ain't that the thing now? You know, that's why I'm really kind of not really cool with the fragrance game right now. Not just because of certain instances, but more like so many people are copying so many people's fragrances, like just basically ripping off the bottle and ripping off all kinds of stuff. You know, it's sad, you know what I mean? Sad state of affairs in fragrances, but, you know, I guess a lot of people who's involved in this situation border on themselves to have people manipulate them enough to get to the point that now, you know, somebody come on there and say something, they got a lot of subscribers whatsoever, and they say it all of a sudden, they'll raise the price on something. I mean, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. And I don't know why it's like that, but it's like that. It is what it is, all right? So in the meantime, let's get back to Andy. He's over in Sweden, Switzerland, doing this thing. You know what I mean? There you go. He's chilling over in Switzerland, doing his thing. You know what I mean? He's not really on that kind of tip that, you know, he's trying to keep up. And he's trying to do unique and interesting fragrances. He's not trying to make a copy of something else so he can say, ooh, this smells like this smells like that smells like no, he's not doing that. His stuff is kind of rare. You're gonna find anything that smells like his because he's not trying to make anything that smells like anybody else's. And the other thing is this right here, though I really like it, I really do. It kind of reminds me of Amouage's Memoir Woman, which is also a chakra, which is also a rose. And also, but it has a little bit of incense in it. I don't really smell incense in Andy's piece. So that's the only other creamy rose that I've smelled. You know, Chypree, for me, means creamy. You say Chypree, I hear creamy. That's what I'm talking about. And I really like what it does. Yesterday, as you know, I wore incense rose, which is totally different. A lot of incense, a lot of rose, a lot of spiciness, and it's very sweet. I'll say very sweet, very sweet. Here we have a neutral type fragrance, whereas everything is kind of like even. Like the Chypree that's in it, that's the classification of the juice Chypree. But you know, it's like the creaminess of the rose. You can smell the creaminess of the rose. Now here's another one of his rose de Kandahar, which maybe I'll be wearing tomorrow. Is another type rose, but it doesn't smell like none of these roses smell the same. They're all different. I mean, even in trying to find a DNA in these, I can't find a DNA. I can't say, oh, the DNA from Chypree is the DNA that came from Kandahar, is the DNA that came from incense. No, these to me, all three of these are different, very, very different, and they all have something to bring to the table. So, if guys, I know a lot of you when you say rose, of course, if you're new to the game, if you're just getting into niche fragrances, you be like, man, I'm not wearing no rose, cuz I'm not gonna be wearing that, bruh. I'm like, well, you may just want to wear this. You got to think like a lady sometimes. I try to get women to think like men when they tell me about their problems. I'm like, well, look, if you wasn't so busy trying to think like a woman and think like a man, you will understand where the bull is coming from. The same thing when it comes to fragrances. If you don't try, oh, right on, brother. I'm glad you like that, brother. I'm glad you like that, AV. If you really try to think like a woman and like, okay, don't say you just not gonna wear it. Say, well, if I wore this, what would a woman think? Now, women like roses. You got to know that. But women don't want you to wear a bright out of the garden, fresh cut rose out of the garden in front of a house. Ah, if you're gonna wear a rose, you got to have it blended. It got to be blended well, and that's what Andy does well. I mean, there's a couple other rose makers. My young lady over in Berlin, uh, um, Me Too, another rose fragrance that's blended very well. Byredo has one that's blended very well. Rose of No Man's Land. Let's see, we can go with Rose 31 by Lalabo. Y'all have well blended roses that you want to put your skin on, and you want to put your skin on the rose and the rose on your skin. You want to do that, but young men, go get into the game. Don't, yo, man, nah, man, I ain't wearing no rose because you're kind of used to probably not wearing roses because you're wearing a lot of designers. A lot of designers don't have roses in them. A lot of designers are about their citrus. That's what they're about. They know you guys love citrus. Summertime, wintertime, you love the citrus. And that's where you got to take yourself to another level when you get into the niche game. The niche game is there's no rules in the niche game. There's no rules. I have women fragrances that I wear, and on. I have whatever. If they popping, I'm wearing them. You know, as my man Coach Rob 619 says, I'm wearing what the lady's saying. That's what I'm spraying. And shout out to by the way, I checked out that video. It came up on my feed. Uh, Miss Eva Monroe and Rob's Coach Rob 619. They was rapping last night. So up every now and then, and I don't know what happened to that You Live thing. I hope it didn't go off and just come on. It didn't because I saw y'all said something. Um, I just wanted to come up, do a fragrance in the morning, tell y'all what I'm wearing, what I think about it, and then I'm out. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not doing top tens. I'm not really getting involved. I leave that to the people who likes doing it. You know what I mean? I have no animosity towards anybody who's trying to do what they do. As long as you're keeping it real, as long as you're keeping it true, that's all you got to do. You know what I mean? And I don't look at a lot of videos anymore like I used to because I'm not chasing fragrances like I used to. I'm chasing this gear for this studio, all right? So I got to go. I got to get ready to do another video for the studio. And again, thank y'all guys for stopping by and giving me some play and, like, subscribe, and share my channel. And also download some music. I really appreciate it. Rose All Day by Gallagher. Okay, cool. There you go, bro. Never smelled it before. Never smelled the Gallagher fragrance. But hey, if you like it, I like it. You know what I mean? So, indeed, keep doing what you're doing. And again, that's right. Don't worry about it. If it say rose on it, who cares what it's got rose on it? If you like it, it smells good, then wear it. Wear it. Thank you, DD, for the enthusiastic support. I really appreciate it, man. It makes it worthwhile. You know, gotta finish my tea. I get up in the morning before I go to work and I do this. You know what I mean? Because I know I still have a few people that like to hear what I have to say about things, and that's why I try to get rid of Roger Live now in the beginning. Just put the title what the juice is, so they can get right to it. A lot of people don't particularly like Roger, so I got to stop putting Roger Live in the beginning. I got to put the juice in the beginning, and maybe you'll get to like me once you find out what I'm talking about. But that's it, man. For the most part, one rose Chypree. This is what it is. If you're looking for a rose, I think the price is 165. His prices are starting to go up too, which they should. 50 mil, I think, is 165, which is more than fair because a lot of 50 mil from the other houses are like almost $200 now. Like they're trying to catch up with time for it. I guess they figure the people spending 230 for a Tom Ford 50 mil, they probably think, what makes his juice better than mine? So they starting to catch up on that price now, which is kind of crazy. I like the fact that Andy's keeping his fragrance, the prices very reasonable, and it's good juice. Um, Another person, of course, one of my favorites is 4162's London. Sarah McCartney, she's keeping her prices down. Perfumology, prices are very fair for his fragrance. Um, there's a lot of people who have quality fragrances out there that's not going to run you $200 for 50 mil. But if you get into them bigger names and the more names the Estee Lauder take over, the more houses the Estee Lauder take over, the more the price gonna go up. That's what they do. That's what that company does. Estee Lauder, bada bing, they play the game. They've been in this business for a long time. But I like independence. I can respect independent fragrance makers because I'm an independent music maker. So, that said, I can appreciate somebody who's independent, not really, in the midst of the big marketing corporations that do this. Again, and that's why I do what I do. I do niche because that's the same way I feel about music. I don't want to sign a record label with nobody. I've been offered, you can do this, you can do production. I don't want to do it. I just rather do my own. I'm gonna make money or not make money doing it on my own and not being tied to somebody. And that's where I can, just be me and do what I got to do. What's going on, brother? Lyric Rose, and I mean, look, man, I'm not gonna. Hey, Rod Mac, I'm gonna keep it real with you now. I'm not a Lyric Rose guy. I've always said that from way back in the day when I started collecting non-wives. I've never bought Lyric Rose out of my pocket. Never have. I bought a bottle with a little bit in it because, it wasn't a decant, but it was a little bit in it. I said, well, give me the bottle, got a little bit in it. Yeah. Just to pretty much have the bottle. But Lyric never really appeased to me, man. You know what I think? I came into the game where I was looking at a lot of my man, Rene Zayas. I was watching him a lot, and he really talked about Rose. He talked about it so much that though I respect him, I know to you guys, y'all really like it, it's nice, but it's not something that I would spend my money on. I really wouldn't. But Rene used to hype that joint up, man. He hyped it up so much, I was like, I don't like it. You know what happens? If somebody hype up a juice so much to the point that I know it's just too overhyped, I won't buy it. I won't buy it because of the hype. You feel what I'm saying? I just won't buy it, man. I try to find them fragrances that are underneath the radar. I try to go to that house and say, well, ain't nobody really talking about this joint. If I like it, I'm not going to buy it because nobody's talking about it, but I would buy it like, oh, they should know about this joint right here. This joint is like power right here. And when I accidentally bought Memoir Woman, even if you like it, bro, that's what I mean. I got to like it. I gotta like it. I don't have anything in my cage unless somebody gifted it to me that I don't like. I didn't spend money for or swipe the card for. Everything I have, I like, no doubt about it. I don't love fragrances, so you already know that. But yeah, I like everything I have. And I mean, Lyric Rose is cool, but there's a lot better roses out there to me than Lyric. A lot of them that's better. And this is what I would buy before Lyric, any day of the week. But I had a lot of I sold some of my arm watches. My favorite arm watch, like I said, I just want to finish up. When I went to buy Memoir Man, which was supposed to be my first arm watch, believe it or not, that was almost the last one that I ended up buying. Because I went to buy it, and whoever I was buying it from sent me my arm watch woman, Memoir Woman. I'm like, yo, what's this? Oh, I don't like this, man. I'm talking about like 5-6 years ago, right? I remember I was sitting in the living room. I'm like, man, what? And I was complaining, yo, why you send me this? I want a Memoir Man. I really want that Memoir Man, right? Memoir Woman. So then I started asking around the groups because I was new to the game. And I was asking around the groups. I was like, yo, man, I was supposed to have Memoir Man. They sent me Memoir Woman. They was like, yo, dog, keep it. I'm like, man, it's a Memoir Woman, though. They was like, do you like it? I'm like, it's all right. But I had my nose ready for Memoir Man. That green, dark, incensey forest. And to smell this Chypree, a rose that's coming from Memoir with the incense and frankincense in it, I wasn't used to that. Come to find out, man, that joint is power. So, Memoir Woman is not my super favorite. You remember that video? Yeah. Memoir Woman is not my favorite. My favorite from the collection, which is another one that was overhyped. I had it, Jubilation 25. People overhyped it. And I had it, and then I sold it because I got tired of the hype. I just don't like hype fragrances. I don't like people hyping up fragrances, man. Because sometimes I think they just hype it up so they can get more, especially when I'm looking at things on YouTube, right? It's one thing if I'm in a group of people and we're talking, but to see that, Once somebody hype up a fragrance, then everybody want to start doing that video because everybody trying to get likes, everybody trying to get comments, everybody trying to make some money. And that's what throws me off. That's why right now I don't even look at fragrance videos. I don't even bother. I don't look at anybody. I mean, it's a Triple Force. You know, E-Dot is my man. I would definitely like to check him out, but I'd rather call him on the phone and say, yo, E, what you got? What's smoking? You know what I mean? I'd rather call him on the phone. Or Renee. I'd rather call Renee on the phone. Them the two people I would call because I have their phone numbers. Renee and E-Dot. Only two people I'm calling. Yo, man, what's popping? What you got? What's under the radar? What everybody not hyping that you have? That's the only way I'll buy something. But right now, like I said, man, I spent so much money down in the studio this year, man. I really invested in this album, and yeah, I just haven't been spending money on fragrances. You know, I gave my man Nia play perfumology, you know, because he was going through that thing with the situations going on. So I went and supported him real quick and threw some dollars in his pocket, not because I just wanted to buy something, because he had something I wanted. I got saved up a little bit of money, but you know, I just don't like hype fragrances, man. I just don't like them. You know, and now there one thing I can say, E-Dot came out, and when I was looking at a video down in Virginia last year, and they came out with the Instant Crush. I'm like, oh, that's his number one? That's his number one, Instant Crush? And we happened to be down there, me, Asaw, all this. I just happened to buy it. I bought it right there from Bloomingdale's. It was on sale too. I bought that bad boy. I no longer have Instant Crush because it started getting compared to Bach Rock 540, then Central Instinct and Ariana Grande. And it started getting hyped up, man. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting rid of it. I don't like hype fragrances. I buy that stuff that nobody talk about. I make that music that nobody listen to too. But y'all start listening to it eventually. So anyway, that's it, man. That's how it goes. You know, it's a fragrance thing. Always know. That's why y'all come and holler at me. You know what I mean? Y'all holler at me because y'all know I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not part of FragCom. I'm not part of you know, I'm not gonna say that name I usually say. I'm not trying to cast aspersions on people anymore. But I'm not part of that crew anymore, man. I'm just me. I'm just Raj, man, doing what I do. So if y'all want to buy this Chypree Rose, call Perfumology. Say, look, Nia, Raj, yeah, I mean, say that joint was popping off on the pop off. Send me a sample. I want to smell it. Or, you know, Raj usually kind of like a little bit right. So I'll buy it off the strip that Raj says it's cool. So, yeah, call my man Nia, Brian, Montali, Pops, call their Perfumology. Say, yo, I need that. I need that. I need that. I need that. Let it pop off. I got to put that on my skin because Raj said this joint is monster. Rose Monster. Andy, you done it again as you always do, my friend. Holler at y'all later. Y'all be good. Take care of yourself. I gotta bounce. I gotta make this other video for some studio gear. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about yet. I think I'm gonna talk about this piece right here. Because this piece right here has really been cool to me. It's called the PreSonus Monitor Station version 2. And again, it's really been cool to have this thing. I didn't want it at first. Oh, Sebastian is really, really good. But Sebastian just has too many juices for me to try to keep up with. What I do with Sebastian is, if I'm about to buy something that's under the radar, because he got every juice in the world. If I'm about to buy something under the radar, then I'll put the search in, of course. And then I go down the list of who's talking about it. And I'm only going for Sebastian, because Sebastian ain't about the hype. He really love the juice. So I would go Sebastian knowledge when it comes to something underneath the radar. I'll pop it in. Like if somebody said, the new fragrance called the Kai MPC 2000 XL is out. Really? Really? It's a new joint? Yeah? I'll put it in. Who wearing a Kai MPC 2000 XL? Go down the list. He's a hyper. He's a hyper. He's a hyper. He's a hyper. What he doing with it? This guy. Never heard this guy before. Sebastian. Bam. Clicking on it. And that's what I do. All right. Everybody else, I want to respect everybody in this game, man, but I just can't. I just think there's too many people in it for the money. There's too people in it for the notoriety. There's not a lot of people I think that's in this game to be true to the game. And a lot of people just found out they can make some money. And you can make money talking about fragrances. You know, I make money every time I usually play my music while I do videos because I get paid for every time my music is being played. So every time you listen to a video and play my music, I'm getting a couple cents. You know, I ain't getting $1,000. I'm getting a couple dollars, 25 cents, I guess. I don't know what it is. But nevertheless, that's what I'm in this for. I'm in it just to chill, man. I'm in it just to be fun. I ain't trying to get involved in all the extra stuff. If that's the case, then y'all guys know y'all can just go, you know, catch up with them other people who doing what they do. I ain't got no problem. Let people live, man. I gotta let people breathe. You know, I used to be in a Smell Illuminati, Fragcom, Frag Illuminati. Man, I don't even care no more, bro. I ain't in the game. You know what I mean? If I buy something, I let y'all know. Or if I'm having a sale, which are next week, heaven willing, I'm gonna have a sale next week. I'm probably getting rid of a lot of fragrances next week. In fact, it's gonna be a bid though. I'm not gonna. People just going to come online. I'm gonna give y'all like a day ahead of time. Look, later on at this time or whatever, tomorrow, whatever. We're gonna do fragrances. Y'all get the bid on the fragrances that I'm taking out the cage, and whoever give me the best bid within reason, it's gonna pop off. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Yeah, I know. I think they do too, bro. And they never say anything really, but it's cool, man. I just want to keep it real, bro. I don't want to be an enemy to nobody anymore, man. I don't want to talk about anybody no more. I don't want to handle cast no dispersions on anybody no more, man. I'm trying to change my life around. I'm getting old, man. I can't be sitting around worrying about what other people doing, man. I need to be worrying about what Roger needs to be doing about Roger. You know what I'm saying? And try to keep my image where it should be. And again, a lot of people don't like me, you know, and that's cool. I'm not here. It's not a likability contest for me. It's just that y'all know what I do. Y'all know I've been doing for 6.5 years now. I just go here trying to keep it real, talking juice, and trying to have fun, playing some guitar every now and then, music, well, whatever, man. I gotta go, y'all. Hey, man, thank you guys for coming through, man. Dad, ZC, I'm gonna call you ZC. I always give people different names. ZC, AV, some Vices in the house. Double D, stop by. Of course, my man, Ry Mac, always in the house, hollering at your boy. And yeah, no doubt, man. Wear what you wear, man. Like what you wear, and if nobody else like it, hey, it might be. Well, it depends on who you try to get to like it. If you try to get like a female to like it, and they're like, ugh, you smell like a rubber tire, then maybe you probably just want to go ahead and sell that. Yeah, you might want to get that up, unless you want to walk around smelling like a rubber tire. Like the old Bulgari back in the day. With that Bulgari joint that had the rubber note in it or whatever. No, yeah. And you might not want to wear that. You might not want to wear that. You might want to go ahead and just get that one, or just wear that when you go to bed or something. You want to smell like a rubber tire going to bed, put on your rubber tire. But, hey, man, women ain't going to like everything. I mean, I'll try to throw something in a woman's face. Yeah, what's up? How you doing? Smash them with the hand spray. Smash them with the hand swash. You know what I mean? You know how I do. Y'all know how I told y'all how I do. I bundle spray. Y'all know I'm bundle spraying first and foremost. Now, hey, what's up? How you doing today? What's happening with you? Let me open that door for you. You need this right here? Can I borrow a pen? Always throwing that juice in their face. You know what I mean? And sometimes they're like, that's nasty. You know what I mean? Sometimes they do, but not at my job, man. They'll tell me. Females, either they won't say nothing at all, or I'll walk in and be like, oh, you smell good today. You smell good today. They just say it at my job, man. I got them boss women in my gig. They bosses, dog. They don't play. They don't hold nothing back. They bosses. But they ain't trying to get with me, so they ain't got to lie. Like, yeah, I like that because, I think you cute or something. No, we don't do that around here. We bosses. We don't like it. We don't like it. We like it. We like it. Boss chicks. But they my people. All right, man, I'm out. Later, y'all. Talk to y'all later, and I'll keep y'all abreast. I'm on vacation next week. And we see what happens next week. All right, day to day. That's how we do. Holla at your boy. Bam. Bam. I'm out. Talk to y'all later, man. Have a good one.